Okay, in this table, in this video, actually I'm going to show you the similar pivot table actually I have created in the video 1 in the pivot table. I'm going to use the same data. First I'm going to show you something that actually I have missed already. That is known as sparkling lines. Okay, now to create a sparkling lines, it's used for actually an individual items. In this case, as you can see, beverages, condiments, confections, dairy products, grain, cereals, meat, poultry, produce, seafoods, all are these individual items. I cannot create a graph for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 for each one individual item. But Excel 2010 is excellent. It introduces a small thing which is called a spark lines. What it means is that you can create now a spark line, a graph like a line in such a manner that it actually can show the product going up and down in each quarter. Okay, let me show it to you. Let's select. No need, never select the total because total is not to be dealing with the trend that is happening in the quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. We are actually trying to get the trend. So select the whether the trend is going up or going down. Okay, here we have selected the range. Now let's go and see where it is. Come on, here it's hides the. I have already selected it. Now it's asking for the location. Here is my location. I'm going to select this thing and say this location. And I'm going to click OK. Here we get the trend line, spark line. Okay, here we are getting a trend. Every quarter what's happening. Let's go and check it. Change it a little bit to the different color, orange. Okay, now we have got the orange color. As you can see, I will go a little bit in the detail. Now what we are seeing is that this is a line, but how do I know what's happening? So there is another thing here. We have the sparkling line colors. You can change the colors. I have already done so. But there's a marker. Now this marker shows the high point. In the high point I can say maybe I can say it is blue. And you can see that a high point. Now remember, we can have a high point color and we can also have a low point color, maybe red. But remember, this is what is the high point color, this is the low point color. But if you say that if you want to change the color for the first point and the last point, then there's a problem. But if the last point and the first point comes on the same place where it is actually the high point and low point, it will get covered up. So it's that we know that this is the first point and this is the last point. Okay, let's see. I will show it to you. If I want to show it to you, I will say okay, first point is purple. Now you can see in the rest of the place it is not showing up because the already is showing you the highest point there. And in the end point, if you say, you can say you want maybe green. And you can see that at the ending point you have the green. But in the case where the ending point is blue, it is not showing you that green color. Because the start point and the end point will be overridden by the high and the low. So remember that thing. Okay. Now this is what the graph. Now the thing is that, of course, this looks very good. But I can have the other way. I can say the columns. Now I can have some columns also. This is a spark line, very nice. I like it very much. And then it's like a wins and losses. But I prefer the spark lines. This looks good. And now I have a graph, a smaller graph. Maybe in the next Excel version we will have something better here. I have not used Excel 2013 that has come up, but this is definitely beautiful as far as Excel 2010 is concerned. We have the individual line trend that is running up and down. Okay, great enough. Now the thing is, we have the higher line, the lower line, we have all the trends that is going up. Now what we have to do is in this Excel, I will show you something else. Now actually we already have the graph here. Okay. Now here is one thing I will show it to you. Just if you wanted to create a graph in some other sheet, just for example, I have this data or the pivot table. As you can see, here is the pivot table data, and I just press the F11 key. The moment I press the F11 key, there would be a graph in the next worksheet. It will create in the new worksheet, and here it is. Excellent. Now we have got a graph in a new worksheet, and without actually even moving anything, trying to do anything, just pressing the F11 creates a graph in a new worksheet. Now I can go and change to a little bit more beautiful. I could have changed it to the blue or orange, or maybe it looks good. But what I do not see, that some people may find it very difficult to see. Okay, here is quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. The colors are getting higher, darker, but then they do not understand this way. So I try to put it as a multicolored. So now they know, okay, this looks good. Now, as you can see, there are lots of layout in the graph layout. As you will see, I will show it to you. These are one graph layout. This is one, great. Then there's another one. Yeah, that's going at the top, already showing all the figures in the top. That's, oh great, that looks great. I also like this one. Then there's another one. Again, the thing is that disappeared, the data has disappeared from the top of the graph of each one. Then there's another. Again, this comes up showing you all the details of the other things, and a little bit here and there showing you the details, all the dairy products. And what type of layout you want, you prefer, you can choose. And here's one more. This is completely giving the details below the graph. As you can see, these are all layouts, as you will see. Excellent. Now you can try each one of them, and whatever suits you, you can try. Oh, here is excellent. See, you see there's no gap in between. Oh, but then there's a quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and other things missing here. Okay, and then we have this one coming up, and so on and so forth. Here is a different way of, it is only showing some figures actually here in the purple. Okay, and the last one, this. Then you can actually modify the graphs as you want, but in this case I am going to show, and I am going to take this one. Now I have taken this graph, it has all the details here. Now let's go and see something else. Here is the trend. You can see there is a trend. It shows you a trend line. Now trend is used to actually try to figure out what's happening in the company about sales and other things, and then trying to forecast. Now suppose if I try to forecast the linear trend, so it is asking me which one. So I say add, and I click OK for the quarter 1. Now it's showing that the quarter 1 trend is going down. As you can see, is the beginning it is very good with the quarter 1. Again in the this thing it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, and it's going down, and it's going down, and it's going down, smaller and smaller. You can see what's happening to the quarter 1. Now suppose if I wanted to show the trend again, I want to, this is a forecast trend. I can say select quarter 2. Now I have got the quarter 2 also now going into the quarter 2 trend. As you can see, the quarter 2 trend is going up. It has gone here, it's gone down here, again it's gone down, it's going down. Now let's see what happens to quarter 3 trend. Quarter 3 trend. This is really like a parallel list running in a straight line. As you can see, the green color, there is gone up, but there is going to. It's a forecasting trend. What can happen to the, the sales or something, So it's trying to forecast what will happen. It must be using some mathematics principle about and trying to actually drive that value. What's going to be having the linear forecast for a quarter 4. and this is the linear forecast for the. And now if we wanted to remove all these lines, we could have just say none, and all the lines disappear from here. So far so good. Now if you wanted a grid line, you could choose none, and you can see the grid line has disappeared. If you wanted to choose major lines, then the major lines have come. If you choose minor lines, then this becomes smaller, then the major lines have disappeared. But if you say major and minor lines, then you can see the major and the minor lines both coming up. Now here it is, major grid lines. Here you see the grid has come up. Then again major, minor grid lines, you can see, okay, now one more has come up, and so on and so forth, and you see major and both of them are there. Now this may be required in some graph somewhere, somewhere. It depends upon the presentation, it depends upon how you want. If there was a line graph or something like that, this would have meant something. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show it to you, that there is a grid line that comes. Now here is the axis. You can show from left to the right. As you can see, it's already from the left to the right. Then you can show the axis without labeling. Now see what happens. Axis without labeling, and then we have axis that's from now. This will change in the reverse direction. You see, it has changed the direction. The quarter one has come here, and this one has gone on. This is what it is. This is what the axis is. I'll keep it to the default, that is from left to the right. Then now the axis, now the primary vertical line, and you can choose the options in the axis in the billions and logs and thousands and other things like that. Oh, we will go into detail when we cover graphs of the Excel. Right now in this thing, show data table and show data table and legend keys. Here it is actually what you are already seeing it already there. Center inside, turn off the data labels inside, and other things like that. This is legend. Legend is something, you can keep. What you are seeing in a orange color here is a legend. Okay, show the legend on the top. Show the legend. Legend on the right. Because there is no legend here right now. Okay, so there is nothing. Okay, let's see. Okay, legend on the left. Here this is what is called the legend. In the quarter one, quarter two is jumping every side. You can see. This is what is the legend is. Bottom quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, legend is jumping here and there. Here it is actually repositioning the legend from one place to other. As you can see, maybe I'll put it on the right as it is. I've got it on the right, the legend, and you can see. And then you have access titles. Here is the access title. If you see this is access title, and you can say no, none. And you can say access title below the axis, and you can have an access title below the axis here. And then you can have access title for horizontal. This is for the horizontal. This is the vertical. If I say vertical none, this will disappear, as you can see. And it's again for the access title. Again, if you want a vertical title, it has come this way. And the way you want you to use it, it depends upon how you want it. See the here is rotated title, and so on and so forth. Now this is what the axis is, and this is the chart title. If you want none, the chart title disappears, and if you want centered overlay title, here it is, and if you want above the chart, here it is. It's just trying to reposition and moving it here and there about the titles and so on and so forth. And this was actually basically how the chart is created very fast. Without any much effort, you can create a chart. And I have told you about some of the basic things about chart and the layouts. And then there is many other things. These are something that you need to format, and other things, analyze and other things. But so far we have done with the charting, and we have seen the chart layout, we have seen the chart style, and we have also seen the other options like labels, axis, and if you want you can go and just see the show plot. So yeah, these things actually really are actually disabled in many of these things. And we have seen the trend line. There are many other trend line here also. You can just go and see. We just went to the forecast trend line, the exponential trend line, linear trend line, and 2-period moving average. And these are all used based upon the mathematics principles. Just you have to choose if your organization wants this thing to appear. You can choose one of them. And that's it for this graph, and this is what it is. Thank you very much for watching the video. Bye bye.